I'm here by this park in the neighborhood, and I'm just looking at some of the plants around us. I want to share a couple of ideas with you. I know there's some noise in the background, sorry about that. Before I start talking about some of the plants in specific, just remember you don't eat plants unless you're with someone who actually knows what they are, or if you took them off a supermarket shelf, I guess. But in nature, for a couple of reasons. One, because some of them look like others and they could be quite poisonous instead of good, and then some of them even if not in a place like this, I wouldn't eat the plants just because certainly not the leafy ones because of bugs, but also because of who knows what they spray on this kind of stuff. But here, for example, you have chardal. This is mustard. Okay, there's a plant that looks just like it, which is actually pretty poisonous, so again, I'll need it with someone who knows. I was looking actually for barley, seorah, because I found some before and I felt bad I didn't take a video for you. So I'll try to do that after. But that's really related to what we're dealing with on Pessach, so hopefully I'll find some of that. Here we have, the kids call this chamtzutzim. I don't know exactly what you call it in English or what its real Hebrew name is, but they call it that because it's chamutz. It's sour. I like to eat that. A little bit. Too much of it will give you a stomach ache. These are called chubeza, and some of the older Israelis that you meet actually ate some of that stuff. That's all they had in the Independence War when Yerushalayim was under siege, and they just eat it because it was growing out of the rocks. Look at this one. Here, we found one. This is Aviv. Okay, this is Seorah. So if you've heard of Chodesh Aviv, Chag HaAviv, right, that's Pesach. It's actually not talking about springtime, because Aviv doesn't mean spring, although in modern Hebrew it does. What it actually means is when the Seorah, the barley, is almost ready. And that's actually the sign for when Pesach is. It's Chodesh HaAviv, is when this starts to be ready. And then right before Shavuot, we'll have the chita. The wheat will almost be ready. So that's actually where Chodesh HaAviv comes from. If you look at the psukim dealing with barad, the hail, makat barad, so there it actually mentions that the seorah, that the plants weren't broken because they were still aviv, they were still green and not yet hardened. So that's in essence, that's actually what aviv is, and you can see it right in the plastic over there. Actually, this is cool. I didn't see this before, but here, careful for snakes, by the way. Don't put your feet where you can't see this time of year. The snakes wake up and they're very hungry. These white ones over here, these flowers, that's actually shum. That's garlic, which is pretty cool. And there's another thing I want to show you, just a second. We're gonna head over there because there's another plant that grows out around this time of year. And as you can see, there are lots of plants. Again, some of these are very poisonous. There's a plant that they use often in landscaping called oleander, and it's very, very dangerous. It's unfortunate that they use that near kindergartens sometimes and things like that. It's really dangerous. I want you to see this one over here. Again, I'm not going to eat this right now. It probably has lots of bugs, and who knows what they spray on it. But this is chasa matzpin. It's a type basically of almost like a type of lettuce, and this was one of the options of what we could have used for maror, which is really cool. Again, growing around this time of year. So we saw aviv, we saw maror growing. And there are actually a bunch of other things that we can show you. And all this is right here in the garden, right by, just right where I was picking up my kids. But you find this all over, growing all over the place. And the plants here, these are our shorashim, these are our roots. It's so cool because the plants here are really mentioned in Tanakh and in Chazal, and they're really a part of our heritage, growing out of the land that we love, Eretz Yisrael. And one more point before I close is that there are lots of fruit trees as well, and they're flowering around this time of year, and this is the time to say Birkat Ilanot. Ooh, here's more seorah. I was looking forever for these around this park, and now here there's another one. This is the time to say Birkat Ilanot and to thank Hashem for the beautiful world and the beautiful land that He gave us with all these plants. So thank you, Hashem, and thanks for listening.